Research has shown that automation efforts can potentially eliminate 73 million jobs in the United States of America by 2030. Okay, 2030. You guys remember not even a year ago, there was a huge wave of quiet quitting. Well, the tables have turned because there's a huge list of companies who are quietly cutting. So far in 2024, 5,500 tech employees have been laid off. And the first one we're going to look at is Amazon, because Amazon has laid off more than 27,000 people since late 2022 while employing 750,000 robots, which we are going to get to the AI piece here in a second. But look at this. Amazon is using another tactic to call its workforce quiet firing. And let's take a look what quiet firing really is. So quiet firing means pushing employees out by creating conditions that cause them to quit. At Amazon, insiders say the company is doing this by putting a higher number of employees in the lowest bucket of performance ratings, mandating a stricter return to office policy, or just unassigning them any work, all under the goal of pushing them out of the company. Quiet firing tactics help companies cut down on labor costs, and in cases where a quiet firing tactic leads an employee to quit, the company may cut the expense without paying severance. Well, let's take a look at how this quiet firing is going so far.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi.
I cannot believe
I'm so sorry. My name's Rosie. I'm just joining the call. Nice to meet you. I'm on the HR team.
She's like, nice to meet you. She's like,
Hi, Brittany.
Hi.
And Brittany, you're not slick. She's all dressed for the camera.
And Rosie. We have an important meeting today. We finished our evaluations of 2023 performance. This is where you have not met Cloudflare expectations for performance. We've decided to part ways with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Sure.
So I started August 25th. I've been on a 3-month ramp.
She was ready.
And then it was 3 weeks of December, and then a week of Christmas, and then here we are.
Oh Lord. Okay, Brittany. Listen, you guys gotta stop listening to the internet. I was really trying to find a clip of quiet quitting to show you guys the quiet quitting versus the quiet firing, because everyone and their mom over on TikTok are encouraging people to do the absolute bare minimum at work. They're not giving 2-week notices. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And all of them are on the internet talking about how much companies need them. And now look, quiet firing is alive 2024. And they weren't like, oh, hey, we need to cut costs, budget concerns. They were like, your performance, so we're laying you off. And listen, I never want to see someone lose their job, but recording yourself getting fired is by no means the professional thing to do. And we only watched a snippet. This girl literally sat up here and recorded a full 9 minutes. And what's so sad is, yes, you went viral and gained whatever sympathy you felt you needed from the public, which is why this whole trauma bonding, she's like, oh, enjoy the trauma. But how do you think your next potential employer is going to feel? As in, what else would you publicly disclose about your employer or anyone? And I don't know, did people forget that it's a job? They're not there to make you rich. They're not there to make you feel warm and fuzzy. They are there for you to do an assignment in exchange for a nominal amount. Nominal. Why? Because they created the something, which is the company that you need, which is the job. And so it will never be a 50-50 relationship. So all the things on the internet that are like, oh, if your employer does not give you 100%, you don't give them 100%. You guys, it's not supposed to be fair. And if you have a better solution, then by all means, go and create it. And with the changes I'm about to share with you, do not be married to your job and do not fall for this whole quiet quitting thing, because as you can see, when it comes time for them to cut people, you will be the first on their list, and the company will be completely unbothered, because look at how her CEO, or should I say her former CEO, responds to her viral video. We fired around 40 salespeople out of over 1,500 in our go-to market org, which I'm assuming is a division. That's a normal quarter. When we're doing performance management, right, we can often tell within 3 months or less of a sales hire, even during the holidays, whether they're going to be successful or not. Sadly, we don't hire perfectly. We try to fire perfectly. What the? And people try to act like all this, they act like corporate ain't savage. They act like these rappers aren't savage, corporate savage. The hood's not savage, corporate savage. But here's my thing with the video of her recording herself getting quietly fired. How we react and perpetuate this whole woe is me. We are in a cyclical moment in our country, and in this video, we're going to talk about all the layoffs that are happening literally right now in 2024 and why these layoffs are happening and how you can use this year as a time to elevate yourself and create new opportunities, and most specifically, opportunities that are not controlled by a corporation that will dump you the first chance they get. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with a friend. So you guys, a lot of things are changing because of you know what that happened 4 years ago, which I don't like to say on my videos, but you guys know what happened 4 years ago, which is so wild how fast time goes. I can't believe it's been that long. But disclaimer, I do not know exactly what's going to happen, but I clearly am about to give you my opinion slash observations, but ultimately you will need to make a decision for yourself. So as you know, companies are tightening up, banks are tightening up on their lending, and AI is here. I think, in my opinion, the biggest reason for these layoffs is AI. And the big tech companies are clearly creating space for more AI and less employees, because let's go back to our friends at Amazon. Amazon freaking deployed over 750,000 robots, while, remember, we cited earlier, they laid off 27,000 people since late 22, but they brought on 750,000 robots. Amazon's ambitious push to incorporate robotics across its massive operation has generated concerns about the impact on its almost 1.5 million person workforce. Such developments come as research has shown that automation efforts can potentially eliminate 73 million jobs in the United States of America by 2030. Okay? 2030. 73 million. 73. I'm sure you're probably like, 73 million? Let me explain, because Amazon reportedly has around 1.5 million employees, but here's the thing. I did the work for you guys, so you don't have to go digging and wondering. So let me share something with you. They are not just a logistics company. Listen to this. Amazon introduced generative AI capabilities to help sellers create product listings as part of numerous innovations at Accelerate 2023, Amazon's annual seller conference. Amazon previewed a smarter and more conversational Alexa powered by generative AI and an LLM, which I looked up. It's a large language model, some AI stuff, in which they announced new LLM tools that will make it easier for developers to create more conversational and intuitive Alexa experiences for their customers. Here's the thing. Brands using these new tools include BMW, Character.ai, iRobot, Philips Hue, Splash, and Volley. That, my friends, is part of your 73 million employees to be eliminated by 2023. The first part got me, BMW. Almost everyone has a BMW these days. They're not creating innovation just within their company. They are creating innovation and the replacement of jobs across other employers. And so I think that's enough of the Matrix, or should I say our reality for right now. But here are my suggestions on how you can, stay 2 steps ahead of this whole, the work landscape is changing. Because number one income is too close to none, because number one, the obvious, and number two, you're probably working remote, which means it's even easier for you to have more than one income, because let's be real, unless you're in the C-suite, being successful in a role should not be that hard if you've built the proper systems or efficiencies, you're a good team player, and you can still go above and beyond and not have to bust a sweat, and you can multitask a little bit. Number 3, when you have multiple incomes, you won't be distraught if one of them go. And so now that you have multiple incomes, one of those incomes need to be a skill. Most specifically, something sales, because despite AI, whatever, there will always be someone willing to pay you for a skill. And honestly, I mean, sales is where you create your price, like for real, for real. And so you can do either one of two things. You can sell something that doesn't cost much and sell a ton of it, or sell something higher priced, because I'm sure you guys have heard this. It's easier to borrow $500,000 than $500. Listen, I'm sure I could probably close you on a $500,000 loan before you can borrow $500 from someone. And so my last point is, stop going to the internet with your drama. Even with the economy changing a lot, it's still America, the land of the opportunity. So go and get you some. That's all I have for today's video. Give me some feedback. How'd you guys like this video? What do you think about the layoffs? Have you been affected? And how do you think this will impact the real estate market? I want to know. And of course, if you guys know anyone who's looking to buy or pull cash out of their home, please give me a call. I am your favorite lender, lending in 48 states. So until next time.